Lady Eagles closing their season out on a high note with 2 straight victories. Of course, the last game we brought you here from Norristown was that game against Hatboro Horsham. Lady Eagles tried to bounce off of a very tough week, facing a Coatesville team that's ranked high in the District 1 playoffs, facing a Cheltenham team that's #1 in the District 1 playoffs, and unfortunately weren't able to pull out a victory. Still getting the 15 seed though, and getting that home game. Now Kristen Salucci will inbounds in front of us. She'll go into Kate Perangeli. Moore and Fife still on the bench. Coach Jackson sticking with the team that came off. Carter feeds to Salucci. Perangeli for 3. That shot is off, and Sasha Sims will pull down a board. And we're going to get called for a reach-in right there. Sarah Alfonso gets called for the first one for her.
Foul number 21, Sarah Alfonso.
We have a bit of a discrepancy from the fans on this sideline. Lauren Fife will come in. Deaver and Halsey will go to the bench. So the starting 5 back on the floor for the Lady Eagles. Coach Jackson doing a nice job of substitutions tonight. Pass inside. Tamisha Johnson wound up with the basketball. And she gets 2, so now she has 4 tonight. Perangeli will shoot another 3. Very wild. Catch and bone blocked by Leanne Moore. First one of the night. I can't believe it took her a quarter and 40 seconds to get one. Usually we see about 3 by the time the first quarter's over. Fife the no look to Moore. Good. Leanne Moore with 4 points tonight and a double-digit lead now for the Lady Eagles. The strongest we've seen them play in a couple of months. Really, really taking it to Springfield right now. The Cougars got to try and find an answer pretty quickly, or they're going to go into halftime down by a big margin. Alfonso now to that's Carter, excuse me. Bounce pass to Perangeli, ball is loose on the floor. Not really a highlight reel, except for the highlight reel right there. Sasha Sims with a great save. Fife the other way, goes up and she was fouled. Willing to fight that great penetration to get inside. Sabrina Catron-Bone's gonna get called for her second. Now 3 girls for the Cougars with 2 fouls.
Linda Fife shooting.
Fife gets her 4th point of the night.
Substitution for the Cougars, number 42, Jackie Bowers.
Jackie Bowers is going to check into the game for Sarah Alfonso.
Sarah Alfonso.
And 2 of 2 from the line from Melinda Fife. Out to a 13-point lead now. The Lady Eagles really adding to it and trying to protect that lead, playing on this defensive end. The cutter right there with Salucci, and Leanne Moore says, no thank you, I don't want that in here. Fife now on the dribble, feeds to Moore, can't get it to go off glass, gets a rebound, no good. And Jackie Bowers will pull down the board. Perangeli cross court, Salucci jumper, good. Kristen Salucci finally gets 2 for her tonight. First field goal for the Cougars in about 4 minutes. Norristown looking to push once again. Marshall, air ball on the jumper, and she was fouled by Perangeli as she went up to the basket. So Perangeli will get her first foul of the night.
Her first, team foul number 8.
And now Tamisha Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. 6 girls for the Lady Eagles scoring so far tonight. Johnson misses the first one, while Tamara Halsey checking into the game. She'll check in for Danielle Marshall. 21 is Sarah Alfonso. She'll check in for Kristen Salucci. Johnson 0 of 2, and the rebound goes to Marie Carter. Perangeli goes behind the back on the dribble, pass inside, catch and bone, and the no-look shot won't go. Feed back out to Jackie Bowers. Perangeli gunning once again, no good. Leanne Moore, a strong rebound, and the foul's gonna go on. Looks like it goes Sarah Alfonso. She'll get called for her second of the night.
Foul number 21,
Now,
Sarah Alfonso.
the Cougars with their 9th foul of the half. One more, Norristown will be shooting 2 for the rest of the way. Salucci will check in, and Katrin Bone will get her first rest of the night. Leanne Moore to the line to shoot 2. While Leanne Moore is shooting, we want to thank the Norristown School District letting us bring you tonight's playoff PIAA game. I want to thank our Director of Communications, Mr. Tony Coy, our Director and Producer and Cameraman tonight, Mr. Sam Galbraith. If you're just joining us, I am Greg Fry, bringing you playoff basketball. Sasha Sims missed the shot,
Foul number 5.
and then it's going to get called for the foul. 15 foul for the Lady Eagles. Sasha Sims, great defense on Salucci up top. That pass inside just not working. The Lady Eagles collapsing in the middle tonight. Palsy lost the dribble. And now we'll go back the other way. Perangeli on the dribble. They're not going to count the basket, but there is going to be a foul on the floor. That one's going to get called on Melinda Fife. Fife's first of the night.
Foul number 20, Melinda Fife, her first.
Perangeli thought she got that little baby hook to go in the lane. Wouldn't go for her. 6 foul for Norristown, so the next one. And Springfield will be shooting the 1-and-1. Bounce pass to Alfonso. Palsy tied her up. Possession arrow going to Norristown.
Great play.
Springfield with pressure once again, and Melinda Fife, no trouble breaking that. Feeds Sims. Sims for 3, the line drive, and it's good. So Sasha Sims, the only starter who hadn't scored yet, and she gets it to go. Now we're at 26-12 with 4:36 left in the first half. Salucci, the bounce pass to Alfonso. On the dribble. Shot by Salucci, no good. Sasha Sims, a strong rebound. Stolen by Perangeli, she'll have an easy 2. Or no, she blew the layup. And now Fife. Push up the court, Leanne Moore into the hands of Tamara Halsey, 2-on-1. Feeds Johnson, good.
Tamisha Johnson.
Every Lady Eagle touching the basketball right there. Great passing from them to get out of there and break it down the court, 2-on-1, and they convert right there. Perangeli steps behind the line, can't get the friendly bounce, and back the other way.
Leanne Moore.
The steal, but Moore picks the ball up. No team being able to control it right there, and then Fife walks with the basketball. She tripped over the Springfield player.
Substitution for the Eagles, number 22, Daniel Marshall.
Daniel Marshall check into the game for Sasha Sims.
Number 33, Lauren Goen.
Lauren Goen will check into the game. Sarah Alfonso will take her another break. Not her first of the night, but yet another one. Perangeli, the long cross-court pass. Carter on the jumper. She gets nothing. She's got to like it. Leanne Moore had a block, got a finger. She'll get called for a foul. Leanne Moore, her second of the night.
Foul number 33, Leanne Moore, her second. Team foul number 7.
Jackie Bowers will go to the line.
Shooting for the Cougars, Jackie Bowers.
Bowers gets the first one to go. Erica Deaver is going to check into the game. Leanne Moore is going to take a seat.
Leanne Moore.
She has 2 fouls. Coach Jackson not wanting her to get the third one. And with 3:30 left and a 15-point lead, probably a smart decision. Deaver playing a great game tonight. He's come in and gotten a couple steals inside, scored a couple of points. He's really doing a nice job off of the bench, providing the depth that Norristown has been looking for and finally started to get towards the end of the year. Into a 3-2 right now for Springfield. Pass broken up by Perangeli right there. Fife goes baseline. Deaver's jumper, way off, and that one will go back to Springfield. So not the shot that they wanted right there. One of the few mistakes the Lady Eagles have made in this first half. Bowers toes behind the line, gets it to go. Jackie Bowers. Check back into the game, starting to contribute. And now a 28-17 game. The Lady Eagles want to try and keep that double-digit lead going into halftime. Fife on the jumper, quiets the crowd. Melinda Fife. She has 7 on the night. Back out to a 13-point lead. Go now on to the cutter. Good cut right there by Salucci. Good movement from the Lady Cougars. That one's going to go on Tamisha Johnson.
Number 44.
Or no, Erica Deaver, excuse me.
Foul number 8.
For Deaver, number 2 on the night.
Shooting.
Lady Eagles with 8 fouls in the half. This one will be 2 shots because of the shooter. Salucci gets the first one to go. She now has 3 on the night. Two of 2 for Kristen Salucci, 4 for her. And the Lady Eagles will come back the other way. No urgency right here for the Lady Eagles. Up 11. Really should just relax with the basketball. Fife tried to get the runner to go. No good. Back the other way. Springfield trying to get in single digits for the first time in a quarter. Going on the jumper. Good. Lauren Goad, her first 2 of the night. Down to a 9-point lead. Marshall, jumper, gets it to go. Danielle Marshall, her 8th point of the night, sticking everything that she can get. Perangeli back the other way quickly. Neither team slowing down right now, trying to pick up the pace, knowing that they have a break at halftime. Really want to come out with last minute 30 and prove something. Perangeli drives inside, and that one's going to be a walk. Perangeli picked it up, put it back down again. Can't do that in basketball. Sasha Sims will check in for Erica Deaver. Sabrina Catronbone will check in. And Marie Carter will take a seat. So she came in early in the first quarter, played most of this first half. She'll get her first break. Fife now trying to get motion from her team. Sims, very strong on that jumper. Back the other way. Perangeli now spinning inside. Bowers, another 3-pointer. Good! Jackie Bowers heating up from the outside. 2 3-pointers and a 9-point lead now. With 50 seconds left, Springfield not pressuring. Now Salucci will come out on Fife. Fife content on just holding the basketball. No rush right now. Up by 9, maybe get to 2 points, get out to 11. They saw Fife slip, tried to double her. Not going to happen. Halsey recovers for her. We'll swing it over to Sims, back to Halsey. Now Halsey will run from the point. Marshall to Sims. Sims for 3. No good. Tapped out right there by Catronbone, and Catronbone's going to get called for her 3rd of the night. She thought she had a good tap out right there, but she got called for a slap on Tamisha Johnson. And now Marie Carter will check back in for her. With 23 seconds, Tamisha Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. Johnson can't get the first one to go. Pretty nice crowd here on hand. First basketball game as we see the some of the boys players starting to file in. We see Coach Tom McGee over on the far sideline. Johnson 0 of 2. Salucci couldn't save that one, and Norristown now with the possession with 20.8 seconds left will get a chance to get the one last shot. Inbounds to Sasha Sims. Sims will put up the jumper. Hits it to go. Sasha Sims got the roll. 5 points for her, and now the Cougars will push up the court. With 8 seconds left, got to run the play right now. Perangeli, wild, crazy jumper, no good. Johnson will rip it down, feed it to Tamara Halsey. We won't get a shot off. So at the end of one half of basketball, 34-23, Lady Eagles really dominating once we got after about the 4-minute mark in the first quarter. Lady Eagles go into the locker room up 34-23, 11-point lead, really taking control in their home gym. We'll be back in a few moments to bring you third quarter action in this PIAA District 1 first round girls playoff basketball game. Welcome back to Norristown Area High School. The score at halftime is 34-23. Lady Eagles, a very impressive performance so far in the first half. Really started to dominate late in that first quarter and coming back in the early second quarter and really starting to take it to the Cougars. Tonight I am very pleased to be joined by a special guest. We have an alumnus, whatever you want to call her. She is Melissa Kelly, and of course one of the stars of the Norristown Eagles basketball team a couple of years ago. Melissa, welcome to the broadcast.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. It's nice to see you back here, and nice to see you come home from college for a little bit to visit with us. So first thing we have to ask you is, how's college going?
It's going great. It's almost kind of like high school. It's a good time. A lot of good people down there. A lot of fun.
And of course we know that you went to play basketball and you've had a couple of problems. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I had 2 concussions in a month, so I'm out for the rest of the season. I only got to play 8 games, but I'll be back next year, going strong.
It's good. It's good to know, and unfortunately, tough for this season, but of course you'll come back stronger next season and probably even more ready to play. Tamisha Johnson got 2 to go there, and we have a turnover going back the other way. So Norristown scoring the first 2 and looking to add to that. Springfield looking a little sloppy early on in the third quarter. So what did you go to major for?
I'm a marketing major.
And of course you said that everything except the basketball part is going really well.
Yeah, I just started practicing again with basketball, so I'm allowed to run. It's all, of course, non-contact, but I'm still running with the team. I still go to practices. I still go to class. All my classes are the same. If I need extra help with anything, they get me tutors and things like that. They've been real great with everything.
And how is your team doing this year? You guys pretty successful in your league?
Yeah, we're second in the league right now. We're 17-7, and we are 9th in the region. And so,
what kind of teams do you play against?
We're in the New York Athletic Conference, so it's all teams like from Long Island. One of the teams we played in our league is actually #1 in the country, St. Rose.
So pretty tough challenge every year.
We were actually up by 10, and we ended up losing by 14.
Well, we know that you don't get home that much, so we'll let you go talk to everybody and say hi, because as I know from a couple of years ago, I'm sure you know a couple of people here tonight.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to watch you play, and we hope you get back to the form that you were in.
Okay, thank you.
Nice to see you, Melissa.
Bye.
So now Sasha Sims will go to the line as we get back to action. Always nice to see a couple of players who played in the past come back and play. And Sasha Sims hits 1 of 2 right there. Melissa Kelly, of course, was one of the most successful players. Breaking her wrist, unfortunately, in her senior year, really cutting back on her scoring total. She would have made it to 1,000 points. That was a discussion we had earlier this year. Danielle Marshall goes to the basket, and she's fouled. She comes up a little limp, but she appears to be all right.
Fouls number 42, Jackie Bowers.
That foul is going to go on Jackie Bowers, her third. Sabrina Catronbone got an early fourth foul, so she's got to take a seat on the bench. Marie Carter quickly back into the game. Marshall makes the first, and the Lady Eagles out to a 15-point lead now. Marshall 2 of 2 from the line. She's in the double digits tonight with 10, and she is Norristown's leading scorer. Norristown pressuring now, really trying to pour it on, and unfortunately a foul for them.
Fouls number 33.
That one's going to get called on Leanne Moore, her third.
Team foul number 1.
Her teammates trying to calm her down, and she was frustrated by that call. She thought that she got all ball. Bowers on the jumper, blocked by Moore, coming back the other way. So Leanne Moore using her frustration for good. Leanne Moore, just like nuclear power, when her power is harnessed, she can be used for good. Sorry, Leanne, a bad comparison. You can boo me for that one. Jackie Bowers on the drive. Tried to feed outside. Danielle Marshall now. She'll go one-on-one with Kristen Salucci. Crossover dribble. She challenged Salucci, and she won the battle. For a sophomore, that is a very impressive play right there. She was one-on-one, and she did not back out at all. She knew she wanted to go right at Salucci. Salucci, very indecisive about what kind of defense she wanted to play right there, and she'll get called for her first foul. Now a timeout called by Springfield. 39-23. Lady Eagles coming out on a 5-0 run to start this second half. Of course, coming up later tonight, the number 7 seed Norristown boys basketball team will be facing the William Tennant Panthers. And of course, a very successful year also for the Norristown wrestling team, winning the Suburban One American League, facing tough teams such as Plymouth Whitemarsh and Methacton, winning both of those matches, and just barely losing to Upper Perkiomen, one of the top teams in the state, in their last match, their District 1 duels.